Well, it is men's semi-final night. Steve Quick from Ace Previews is with us, and the men's draw has kind of gone to script, although Zverev, not an enormous upset against Alcaraz, but an upset all the same. We might start there, and Zverev spent more time on court than any other player in the tournament so far, nearly 16 hours in total. How does he stack up against Daniil Medvedev in this semi-final?
It's going to be an interesting one to see how he backs up that win over Alcaraz. And as you said, not the biggest upset of the tournament, but still a significant one when you look at the form line of Zverev across the course of the tournament. He's played a couple of final set tie breaks, and he's really been walking a pretty fine line. I think it's going to be a fascinating matchup between the two. I think looking at it though, and looking at the conditions for this match, I think there's probably a little bit of value in Medvedev. I think at the price over the best of five format here. He had his own troubles in the heat of the day against Horkacz, but I think when we look at this, I think I'd be siding with the Russian. I don't think I'd get involved in any small game handicaps. I think just a small play on him to win this match looks to be the play against Zverev, but it looks like it will be a fascinating contest.
The other semi, we've seen this scenario a number of times where a player gets what appears to be, a coming of age opportunity, and it's not now or never for Yannick Sinner. He's going to be around the mark for a while, but we've seen Tsitsipas in last year's final. We've seen Dominic Thiem. We've seen Medvedev. We've seen so many players faced with this moment, but it does feel like he's as well equipped as anyone has been. Novak has never lost at the Australian Open from this point. Can Yannick Sinner change that?
Going to be tough. I think there's certainly a lot of expectation. I think around Sinner compared to a lot of those names. I think in previous years. I think when we look at this overall, the big question mark I have with Sinner is that is it an injury that he suffered against Rublev through that abdominal area? Is that something that's going to be carrying through here? Because if there's anything we know, if you need to come in and face Novak Djokovic, on a hard court this late in a Grand Slam, you want to be near 100% fitness. So I think there's enough question marks there. I think at the moment for Sinner to be, I think he's a little bit short in the market at the moment. I think we saw him do a great job of pushing and beating Novak in best of three in a couple of tournaments late last year. So I think it was Davis Cup, was it, and the Tour Finals and the round robin. But then it was Novak that got the job done in the key one when it really mattered at the Tour Finals when we weren't in the round robin format. So I think Novak across the best of five, it becomes a different test again. And that's why we see these top players at the pointy end of these tournaments so often, because it's so hard to take three sets off them. I think Novak looks to be the play at the minus 3.5 games.
Going to be another big night. And then, of course, we get into the deciders over the weekend, and we look forward to chatting again. Thanks for jumping on.
No worries.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.